Women are always going to be jealous. What's changed about that? Women have been jealous all the way through time. So
I'm not jealous in my marriage.
I don't care about your marriage. I'm talking about mine. What my life is going to be. So I don't answer to you.
Emotional damage.
I think it's none of your business, but I don't want you to think I'm triggered by you. I'm not.
Okay.
I saw somebody say that, and I think that's interesting. I think you're annoying, but I'm not triggered.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. So recently, the RedPill community or the manosphere community has gotten a lot of flack from different reaction channels here on YouTube. And honestly, rightfully so. A lot of these guys that come onto these podcasts that are self-proclaimed gurus, that are dating coaches, that are teaching men how to have money, muscles, game, frame, don't actually apply that logic to themselves, especially when they're talking to other women on these podcasts. Recently, you have Justin Waller, who honestly I think is one of the best ones out there. He went on the Whatever podcast and was on a roundtable with Lila Rose. She runs the organization called Live Action, and she is at the forefront of the abortion movement. She speaks out against abortion on every level, and this woman is highly educated. When you have this woman asking, just generally curious about another person's relationship and how they conduct themselves in relationships, the way Justin reacts to this is not in frame. It is very clear and very evident that the man is triggered by these simple questions. Let's watch this unfold.
I might have multiple family. Oh. You never know. I might like family more than you. So much I have 5.
Do you think that's a good thing to have multiple families?
I think it's good if there's one dad and there's not a bunch of step parents involved, and the dad can be the hero, and those 5 families live a 10x better life than they would have otherwise. Yes, ma'am, I do.
But you don't think that it will be ultimately an opportunity for jealousy or disharmony amongst
women? Are always going
families?
to be jealous. What's changed about that? Women have been jealous all the way through time. So
I'm not jealous in my marriage.
I don't care about your marriage. I'm talking about mine. What my life is going to be. So I don't answer to you. So that's my answer. I'm going to run my situation exactly how I want to. And generally, when I do that, that's when I have the most happiness, let's say, in my life. So that's all.
All right, guys, let's stop here for a second. Now, I'm not a body language expert, but the way that Justin is sitting at the table is very closed off to Chase and Lila. He has turned his back and is literally just turning his head to answer these questions. And his tone is very defensive. If you are a man that practices open relationships just on your end, right? You should feel comfortable having these conversations, especially when it's basically what you built your platform off of. So why is it that when Lila is asking these questions, they're just follow-up questions, that he becomes immediately defensive? You can see it right in his tone. If you watch the entire episode, his tone changes specifically in this area. All right, ladies, I am stopping the video right here to let you guys know that I have finally opened up my calendar for one-on-one sessions. So many of you have asked me, when am I going to do this? When am I going to provide one-on-one sessions? And I'm here to tell you that the time is now. So if you are struggling in your marriage or your home life, or you're struggling with productivity in the home, or how to set up better systems for yourself, or even if you have some feminist thoughts that are still creeping in, let me know. Book a session with me and we'll work through some of these issues and concerns that you have. Again, the links will be down below and in the pinned comments. So make sure you book a session with me. I don't have a lot of availability open. I don't have a lot of slots. So make sure you book your session with me. Now let's get back into this video.
And you would want that for your daughters?
Yeah. I live my life unapologetically on my terms. So if my daughters that are overly spoiled and educated in every way and have friends all over the world and world traveled in the best schools in the world, if they have a problem with me at the end of the day, then they can kick rocks too. I'm not going to simp for my daughters. I'll love them fully. But if they grow up and turn into a person that doesn't want to get in line with me, or look, here's my goal as a parent: teach my children how the world works, give them the skills so they can live on their own terms, and give them choice. If they choose not to make me part of their life after I've given them those things, I've still succeeded as a father.
But I guess I'm asking if you're comfortable answering, obviously, but are you wanting to be a role model for your kids? Is that part of
1,000%. A father should show up in every way for his children. I think I'll be better than most fathers, regardless of how many children I have. I might have 100.
But you think part of being a role model, it's okay for your kids not to know even your relationship status with their own mom?
They will know the relationship status with me and their mother.
But you have other relationships with other women too.
What does that have to do with anything?
But I'm just wondering if you think
I haven't even said that. I'm just saying, like, if I want to, I will.
But you don't think that's a problem for your daughter to know that about their dad? That he has multiple mistresses?
That's up to my daughter, man.
The reason why I believe Justin is so defensive and combative against Lila and her questions is because Lila is the Catholic goody two-shoes, as he puts it, and she's just warm and asking these questions genuinely, right? She just wants to know. She's curious about this. And I don't think that she's trying to get a gotcha out of him, but I think that that's what he thinks she's trying to do. And so he's trying to get in front of it before she can go in with another question. Because I believe that he has a faith-based background, this contradicts a lot of the things that he is actually doing and implementing in his life. And maybe it sounds like maybe because Lila is probably the most educated woman on this panel or on this round table, that a lot of these red pill men and a lot of these guys don't actually have debates or conversations with educated women that provide a little bit of pushback or a little bit of follow-up, right? They're usually debating these bimbos that don't really have any idea what's going on, or they're debating these young girls that haven't even formulated any sort of self-identity or anything concrete in their life. So you have a woman in her 30s or approaching her 30s that is educated, that knows a lot about her faith and about abortion and about traditional families, and she's asking follow-up questions to get more out of these conversations, because a lot of these conversations on these podcasts are very dense. They don't have a lot to draw from. So the fact that she's trying to, engage with him in this way and his pushback is so severe, it doesn't make him look good. It takes him out of frame, and it is very evident here in these clips.
Can I ask you one more question?
Fire away, honey.
Okay. If you have only one place in your heart for one woman, or you want to have one woman in your heart, I think you said, why don't you just commit to one and choose to be faithful to her?
I'm just not wired that way. I spent my whole 20s trying to fix myself. Thought something was wrong with me.
You're a man of self-control. You work out, you do business.
Yeah.
You can possess your own power and direct it the way you want to direct it.
It's just not how I am. It's not how I am.
You think that might be a limited mindset?
I think it's none of your business, but I don't want you to think I'm triggered by you. I'm not.
Okay.
I saw somebody say that, and I think that's interesting. I think you're annoying, but I'm not triggered. You know what I'm saying? No, you are. You're annoying in like this goody two-shoes type way, and that's fine. I'm going to live my life on my terms, unapologetically, like truly. So you can ask me this 85 different ways. At the end of the day, I'm going to walk out of here the same man.
One wife is a headache enough. Imagine having multiple wives or multiple girlfriends in the mix. How do you expect to manage your time if you're a successful, ambitious man who has multiple things going on, and then adding into the mix 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 girlfriends, plus a wife and a family and a couple kids running around? How do you expect to give your time to all of these people and be a successful, ambitious man? If you have the discipline, if you have the means of becoming successful and ambitious and being a business leader and a leader amongst men, why can't you implement that discipline when it comes to women, when it comes to who you're having sex with? That's where a lot of these red pill manosphere talking points fall apart for me. How can you be disciplined in all aspects of your life except your relationships, except your marriage or, your long-term relationships? All right, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Was he triggered? Am I off? Let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.